Hello, guys. Welcome to Better Talks, where we share knowledge on business and leadership. Today, I'm here with a special guest. I'm going to allow him to introduce himself.
All right. Hello everyone. From wherever you're connecting from, good day, good evening, good night. My name is Elisha Oreunomhe from Nigeria. Um, I'm an engineer by profession, but also I have a couple of passions. I'm also into data science. Um, Besides that, I have about a decade of experience in youth development and leadership. I currently also run a platform that grooms young people. It's called the Kingdom Luminaries Network. And aside that, we've gone on to host several other events, in Nigeria and also virtually to affect and shape the landscape of youth development generally. I'm very passionate about seeing that people get things early. And above all, I'm a Christian and I love God. Yeah, that's a brief about me.
Thank you, Mr. Elisha, for the tremendous work that you're doing, especially impacting the young people's life. Um,
Mm.
why are you so passionate about young people, especially young people in Africa?
All right. So before before we began this recording, now I'll share with you some statistics. You know, um, we've seen right now, globally, there is a shift. And the baby boomers are going out. We have the Gen Zs, the millennials now, which covers a majority of the population. And if the complaint so far, especially in Africa, has been, oh, we lack leaders, oh, we lack this, we lack that. Now is the time to correct and change the narrative. Because if we can correct and build in these young people who are a vast in majority of the population, if we can build in them the right mindset, the mindset for leadership, the mindset for purpose, it means that Nigeria, my country, and other African nations stands a hope or a chance of being better if they can get it now. Just like cement, once it's or clay, once it's soft, it's moldable. But when it becomes dry, it becomes difficult or even almost impossible. So if we can get it now, there's hope for our country. So that's one of my reasons for being passionate about young people.
Wow, interesting. Um, so investing in the young people creates a better future for Africa.
Definitely, definitely.
So now let's talk about how one can find their purpose in in their business or in their career path or in any facet in life. Because most times people jump into something, jump into a venture, jump into a educational program, jump into a professional program, but they don't have that sense of meaning or purpose why they're in this field. Most times we're there because of the money. Can you tell the audience the impact and importance of someone to identify their purpose before they get involved in a career path, choosing a career path or starting your own business?
All right. So I checked on Google today and I saw on CNBC, sorry, that about 66% of people feel emotionally detached from work.
Hmm.
66%. And 19% say they feel miserable at the job. 33% feel engaged. You know, and globally, what this means is that there is a loss of, I'm reading from my notes right now, there's loss of 7.8 trillion loss in productivity, and that's equal to 11% global GDP loss. This therefore means that the kind of work you do is very, very important to fulfillment because your work takes a bulk of your life,
Hmm.
a bulk of your time, which automatically becomes your lifetime. So it takes a bulk of your life.
Yeah.
All right. So in choosing a career path, there's certain things you must consider, or choosing to do a business. It's one thing to to do a business for money, It's another thing to do a business for fulfillment. It's one thing to do a business because it's a paycheck. It's another thing to do it because you have passion for it. Meanwhile, as responsible Africans, as responsible people, fundamentally, you must get a job to put the food on table, and get by.
Yes.
But at the end of well, at the end of the day, if we're talking about purpose here, if the subject is purpose, many people don't understand what purpose means.
Mm.
Purpose simply means divine assignment. That's why I would say to you, don't just look for work, look for a career. A career is different from job. You can work a job, you can get small job to do, but you can't, your life should not be based on a job. Your life should be based on a career.
Interesting.
A career is what you do to give your calling purpose. So they are two different things. But many people have not discovered themselves yet. You've not discovered your divine assignment. You've not discovered what your life counts for. Because fundamentally, if I'm to speak very, very truthfully on this platform, fundamentally, the creation of a thing, nothing created itself. All right. If I have this bottle here, the bottle didn't create itself. Therefore, this bottle can't tell its own purpose.
Mm.
If creation did not create itself, therefore, creation cannot determine its purpose. It means that deductively, you cannot do anything you want to do. You can say I can do anything I want to do, but if we're talking based on purpose, based on the creation's guideline, this bottle should do what it was created to do, not anything it chooses to do. Those are two divides right now.
Yes.
So if I choose to say I want to do anything because I can do anything, that's correct. But at the end of your life, you realize that probably you don't have fulfillment. Probably you didn't achieve what your life was meant to count for. Probably you wasted your life because you so that's one thing. So it's very, very important to find purpose because that ultimately, gives you fulfillment. It also gives you sense of joy. There's Maslow hierarchy of needs. The five hierarchies then becomes eight. The topmost need of every man is self-actualization, a feeling to do all that you can be, to be all that you can be. That topmost need is the need of every man on earth. Everyone wants to have a sense of purpose. Everyone wants to have a sense of being useful. So discovering purpose and aligning your purpose with your career path or business, gives you fulfillment, gives you joy, and makes life meaningful, essentially. Makes life meaningful. Yeah. So that's part of the benefit of finding purpose, or aligning purpose with your career.
Thank you for that. I think it was a job that's 80% of your life, as you said, will be spent on your career or any
Yeah,
job. And if you're going to do something, at least do something that you are passionate about, something that you can
true.
find meaning in, right? You mentioned
Yeah.
previously on productivity. Does purpose increase productivity?
Just purpose increase productivity. Well, it depends on the way we look at it, because whatever your hands find doing, you should do it well. And in the book, So Good You Can't Be Ignored, I can't remember the author now. He is of the guy was of the opinion that you know you don't necessarily have to work based on passion in order to be productive. Productivity is a decision. Productivity is something you choose to be. But on the other side of that same coin is the truth that you know passion always trumps doing something for the money any day, anytime. You can be productive at what you do, but at the end of the day, you might just be what's the right word for this now? Or you might just be enduring it. It brings you no satisfaction. There is no self-actualization, like I said before. So it's possible, very much possible to be productive, you know, even without fulfilling purpose. Yeah, that's the answer. But you won't be fulfilled. There won't be sense of meaning. There won't be sense of all these things. Yeah. So that's the major difference.